Okay, so I've made plenty of build videos on my channel. I've made bleed builds, I've made intelligence builds, strength builds, but I've never made a faith build like this before, because not only can you use one weapon, you can use multiple different weapons and do the crazy amounts of damage, so you have some variety in this build. So let me show you guys exactly how we make this build, what it is and how it works, and I'll show you exactly how to get everything. It's a very easy build to make. Everything here can be gotten pretty easily. Yeah, let's do this. So for the weapons, what we're going to be doing is using Envoy's Longhorn and Blasphamous Blade. You can switch between the two. So one boss you can be using Envoy's Longhorn, or if you're maybe wanting to quickly switch to a different weapon, you can use Blasphamous Blade. You have some variety while using this build. Okay, so Envoy's Longhorn and Blasphamous Blade. We're going to be using Seppuku on any weapon. It doesn't matter which weapon you're using it on, for a buff for bleed. Then we're going to also use the Godslayer Seal, or if you do have Erdtree Seal and can use it, go for that because it's actually better. It requires 40 faith, but I don't have 40 faith. I'm using the Godslayer Seal because it only requires 27 and I have that. So if you guys have the Erdtree Seal and you can use it, put that on. It's amazing. Now for the armor, I'm using the Godskin Apostle armor full set, and it's actually one of the better holy armor there is in the game. It's really good and it's actually decent to get, but if you guys have something better, you can go ahead and use that. The armor isn't really the huge factor of this. Honestly, I always just put this on. You guys always see me in my videos like this with some different armor. I don't really care about the armor too much, but for the build, you can go ahead and use the Godskin Apostle. I'll show you how to get it. It's amazing. For the talismans, we're going to be using the Sacred Scorpion Charm. This raises our attack power with holy damage, but lowers our damage negation, which is fine. A Lord of Blood Exultation, Bloodlust Invincibility increases attack power. This is where Seppuku is going to come in handy. The Fingers Heirloom raises our faith. And obviously the Shard of Alexander, for any build this is a must, greatly boosts the attack power of skills. Amazing. And we're also going to be using the Wonderous Phsyick with a Spiked Cracked Tear and a Holy Shrouded Cracked Tear. And for these spells, we're going to be using Golden Vow. This increases our attack and defense for ourselves and our allies. Now you can also use Flame Granting Me Strength. It's not needed, it's not necessary. I just use it just so I can use it, honestly, just for a bit of buff with attack. Okay, and that is pretty much it. Now, like I always say in every video that I ever make that includes builds and weapons and stuff like that, you guys can change anything that you want. So if you think something might be better for you, go ahead and put that on. If you think a different talisman will be better, go ahead. There's a million ways you can change a build to fit you, and you can always change something in a build to just make it a bit better for your liking. Okay, so let me show you exactly how we're going to use this build. So what we're going to do is use Seppuku first. These buffs will last a while, so you don't need to worry about using them all the time. You won't have to. Then we're going to use Golden Vow. And then we're going to use our Wondrous Phsyick. Now we are buffed to hell. Now what we have to do is basically just use this weapon against any enemy, any boss, whatever it is, and you're going to be doing an incredible amount of damage. You can also one-shot a lot of the normal enemies. Some bosses require a few hits, like you've seen in the video at the start. But yeah, that's basically how you use it. You can hit multiple enemies in just one shot. Okay, so there's a bunch of enemies here. I can show you exactly how it works against a big horde. So every single bubble that hits an enemy, they'll just kill an enemy instantly. It is very powerful. Not only the entire thing against bosses, but for random enemies throughout the entire game, it will just kill them very fast. Yeah, granted, these guys aren't the most powerful, but either way, just to showcase on how it works, it's pretty damn good. You can kill most enemies in just one shot, like I said. For bosses, it's going to be a breeze. You're not going to have any trouble whatsoever. Okay, so let me show you how it works with the Blasphamous Blade. Obviously, it's the exact same thing. So we use Seppuku, we use Golden Vow. We can also use Flame Grant Me Strength. Then we use the Wondrous Phsyick. And now we can switch to any weapon. Now we're going to be buffed for a while, so you don't have to worry about, you know, having to quickly use it and then have to constantly use the buffs. You just use it one time, and then you're good to go with this weapon. Now, the Blasphamous Blade is amazing for bosses, especially, just like the other weapons. So, like I said, this is why it's so good, because you have some variety. Not only the build is focused on just one weapon, Like I honestly don't really like using the same weapon over and over again, but this build is great because you can use 2 of the most powerful weapons in the game, and yeah, it's honestly amazing to use. Okay, so let's go over on how to get each item in order. So we'll start off with the weapons, then the seals, the armor, the talismans, and the Wonderous Phsyick. Okay, so for the Envoy's Longhorn, what you want to do is come down to the Erdtree canopy. Now, in order to unlock this area, you must unlock the concentrated snowfields. Do the puzzle in Ordina. It's very, very simple. Just light a couple of fires and you're done. And then you can teleport here. So here is where you want to do it. So there's going to be a grey site. You're going to farm 1 enemy over and over again. I actually managed to get it on like my 3rd or 2nd try. Very simple. I'm going to come over here. And this is the guy that we want to kill. So we're just going to go ahead and kill him. It should be easy. Shouldn't be too difficult at all. Okay, I knocked him off the map. But anyway, once you kill him and he doesn't drop it for you, you just teleport back here and you can farm it over and over again. Okay, so for Seppuku, the Ash of War, don't worry about the weapon that I'm using. You can use it on any weapon that you can change the Ash of War on. So for the Ash of War, Seppuku, you want to come down to Freezing Lake in the mountain top of the giants, and you're going to have to kill an invisible scarab. Very simple to do. Okay, you want to just come over here next to this tree, and you're going to see it, and you can actually hear it running around. Okay, it's very simple. As soon as you hear it, you'll be able to kill it. Okay, it's located right here. You'll be seeing it running around. It is invisible, so if you just look on the floor, you'll be able to see its footprints. Kill it, and you'll get Seppuku. Now for Blasphamous Blade, this is the longest one you're going to have to do. All you have to do for this one, it's pretty simple. You want to come down to the Volcano Manor and do the quest for the Volcano Manor. Now, if you don't know how to do that, I'm going to link a video down in the description. You guys can watch step by step on how to do it. It's a lengthy one, so I don't want to spend too much time showing you. It's very, very simple. So next I'm going to show you on how to get both of these seals that I'm using. I'll show you how to get the Erdtree Seal first because it's actually better for this build. Like I said, it does require 40 faith, which is the reason why I'm not using it. It is because I don't have the requirements for it. But definitely, this is the one you want to use because it's going to make your build even better. I'll show you how to get both. But first, for the Erdtree Seal, you want to come down to Prison Town Church next to the Volcano Manor. It's inside the manor itself. Follow where I go and you can get it pretty simple. Okay, and right in here against this body right there, let me put my lamp on. You can get the seal just from this guy right here. For the Godslayer Seal, it's easy actually. It's one of the easy ones to get. It's one of the earlier ones to get as well. Lift side chamber in the castle, in Stormvale Castle. Okay, you should be here by now. It's literally right at the beginning of the game. Follow where I go and you can get this one right over here. Okay, and down here you're going to find 2 chests. In there will be the Fingers Seal, and in here will be a different item as well. I think it's actually a recipe book or a cookbook or something. But yeah, there you go. If this isn't open for you, you might have to use a what's it called now? A Stone Sword key to get into this area, but you should have one by now anyway. For the full Godskin Apostle armor, you can get this pretty easily, and you actually get a weapon as well, and it's really good too. If I can quickly find it, you get the Godslayer Greatsword. I'll show you how this works real quick, and I'll show you how to get the armor. So this is the weapon you get with the armor, and yeah. So for this, you want to come down to the Divine Tower of Caelid. Okay, it's located right here. And follow exactly where I'll go. I'll show you how to get up here. Just follow the gameplay, and you'll be able to get the full set, and you're ready to go. For the Sacred Scorpion Charm, this is a very easy one to get. You want to come down to Smouldering Church just on the outskirts of Limgrave and Caelid. When you are here, if you are on horseback, you will be knocked off because you're going to get invaded by Anastasia. She's very easy to kill. You'll be invaded right over here in this location. I've already killed her obviously, so I can't show you, but it's very simple. Once you're here, kill the enemy and you get the Sacred Scorpion Charm. So for the Lord of Blood Exultation, just follow exactly where I go in this gameplay. It's going to be very easy to follow. I've already made plenty of videos on how to get this talisman. Again, follow where I go and you should be all good. For the Fingers Heirloom, this is a very easy one to get. It's very early game. You're going to be in Lernia Highway North in Lernia, and follow where I go from the Grace Point. Alright, and just down here in this chest, you'll find the heirloom as well. And there's going to be another loot drop right here next to you. Now for the Shard of Alexander, this is a very lengthy quest to do. So what I'm going to do is again link another video down in the description that shows the entire quest line for Alexander, and you can get the Shard of Alexander talisman. For the Flask of Wonderous Phsyick, now first we have to find the flask itself first. So that's actually located right here in Limgrave. In this very location, I haven't unlocked it yet for whatever reason, I really don't know. But come down here and inside the church on the floor, you will be able to find the Phsyick. And for the cracked tear, just come down to this location right here. And you can fight a tree boss and you'll get the cracked tear from there. Alright, and that is pretty much it for this video. Hopefully this helped you out. Hopefully I've created a build that you haven't used before. Something that gives you a bit of diversity and just some other choices that you can use while using the build itself. Hopefully this helped and hopefully the tutorial was easy to follow. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.